What's up, everybody? You're joining us for another episode of I Was Just Thinking. Thank you for that. We are your hosts, John and James. Now,
Yeah.
if you would, please hit that like and subscribe button. Hook us up. Support our lifestyle. But, enough about that. James, how have you been? What's been going on?
Man, I'm doing all right. As you know, my birthday was this past weekend.
Oh, yeah, we had the
Uh,
steaks on the grill.
Yeah.
On the Bobby. Happy birthday.
Thank you. But so what I did for my, and what it's been on my mind is, I'm actually kind of hooked on it now, is I went out and did a 15-mile, it's called Ultra Marathon, or 25K. I guess they go by 20 the Ks.
Is that what those are? The
Yeah.
25K, so it's 15 miles?
Yeah.
Why is it called 25K?
I don't know. I don't know why we chose to go with the K's.
Because I see those bumper stickers a lot
Yeah.
too, like the 13.1.
Well, those are actual miles. That's a half marathon.
Okay, those are actual miles. Because I see the 30.2 and the 13.1 all the time.
Yeah, and there's 26.2, which is the distance of a marathon.
I don't know how long I lived my life before I figured out what those were, but you occasionally see the joke bumper sticker that says 0.0. I don't run. You know what they say? Only the wicked run, like when no one's chasing them. I'm just kidding. Oh man, but still, 30K. You said.
Mm-mm. It was a 25K.
25K, 15 miles.
Yeah.
Wow.
But unlike it's not on a road or anything. It's actually through hilly trails. Like a lot of the places I'll train on, I'll go up to the Appalachian Trail sometimes.
Nice.
And, go tackle freaking...
So you're on like hills and terrain,
crossing
on the trail,
little streams.
not pavement.
Yeah, and then just running down hills. And,
You're crossing streams too?
yeah.
Well, yeah, that's almost a triathlon.
Yeah, maybe one of them eventually. I look them up. That's
Those
hard.
are intense too, but that is just. So you did 15 miles for your birthday. How
Yeah.
long have you been training or running for that?
Training for this since November.
Okay. And how often you go run? You run every day, a little bit?
Well, I do mostly a fast-paced walk.
Yeah.
Because in this, my 15 miles took me, it was 3 hours and 52 minutes.
Okay.
Where
Almost
on
4
ground,
hours.
just like on a track or something, you could do that 15 miles in a couple hours, probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what you got to do is try to, because of the distance, that's what I was thinking was, you can't really branch off and go disappear. Like, I want to go for a 50K now.
Yeah.
And that's what was on my mind. I've been thinking about, when do I want to sign up for that 50K, which is a 30-mile race.
That's intense, man. Yeah, that's intense.
But to train for that, that's going to take me at least 8 hours.
Yeah, I imagine so.
So disappearing for 8 hours is not really conducive to having kids and
Yeah.
jobs and stuff. So what you got to do is space it out and try to get, me and a buddy of mine, we sort of push each other, training and stuff. He just did a 50-mile bike race. And but he's an hour a night or an hour a day.
50 miles, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
But to harden the legs up, because like I said, you can't just go
Yeah.
out and train. Hey, I just did
Yeah,
50
you'll have
milers.
calves of steel.
Yeah, so if you do an hour a day of either fast-paced walk, try to get 3 to 4 miles. But the key is for that race or something like this is if you have to walk, trying to maintain 3.5 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So
I've been getting on the treadmill. I need to do it every day, but I've been doing it a few times a week. I power walk a mile about 15 minutes or 15, 16 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I keep it the minimum of 3.5 miles an hour. It seems to be a good pace.
And it yeah, it's good at like burning stuff too. Like if I'm gonna be, I'd like to lose a few more pounds because that 5 pounds makes a difference over.
Yeah, it's weird how exercising gives you energy. Like you're tired afterwards, but you feel good, and the next day it's kind of like, hey, I don't have to run, but I feel a lot better doing normal tasks.
Yeah.
Because I ran my ass off yesterday. That's intense, man. I definitely need to work on my cardio in that sense.
Come on out and do it with me, man. I want to do a well, my big goal that I want to do is called the Georgia Death Race, and it's in Blairsville, and it's like a 75-mile trail.
Wow. Yeah, I've been up there around the lake. It's pretty, but yeah, it's all mountains up there. There's no flat land at all. That's good luck with that, my friend.
Yeah,
but
it's gonna.
There's always like other people though at these marathons too, right? Like.
Yeah, there was I mean, it had rained the whole time. Well, I think it was about 60, 65 people were at this one. And this is a smaller one. Some of them say,
I've heard they get up to 1,000, 2,000 people in a huge one.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds intense. I don't want to get run over or nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, I'll fire out the gate and like, all right, y'all just pass me. I know where I belong.
Go around. Oh, man. So what made you want to choose that path? No pun intended. What made you want to try that out? Just,
I love I would watch these reels and these videos of these people doing 100-mile races and stuff. And actually, somebody I was in the Army with did one, and
nice.
They said it's like, but you watch it and you see like the end of it where people are just giving. They're like on the last freaking.
Those are the videos I see, like the people just about to collapse, like they collapse as they break that tape.
Yeah, and just.
Or you see
That's all I had.
You see the videos of the people celebrating a little too early, and then someone just like.
That's like the dude with Mr. Freeze. He was like, yeah, trips. And he's,
oh man.
But no, when I watched those videos, and it just. And I sat there, and like I said, it took a while for me to actually start. So I'm going to do it, But it was a couple years I was watching this stuff. I said, man, I want to know what it feels like to, cross that line after I want to know what it's like to give it.
So you like the mountainous terrain too, right?
Yeah, that's fun.
That's part of it. This whole time I heard you were running, like I kind of pictured you just on flat pavement, like with the number on your shirt or something, like throwing the water in your face. Why do runners do that instead of drinking the water? They just like
actually
pour it all over their face, get a couple sips.
Because of the sweat, I've actually learned this when I'm out there, is that sweat and that salt builds up and you start rubbing your eyes. And then all of a sudden you got freaking skin rash, not skin rash, but road rash.
Yeah,
because when you're wiping it out of your eyes like this, you're just scratching the hell, and before you know it, your eyes start burning.
I've done that before working in construction. Yeah. Okay, I know how that is. So they just like splash it in their eyes to
probably to clear the salt. Take one to drink and then one to.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense, but. So running, huh? But the terrain's part of it. You like going through the mountains or like the
Well, I mean, I do like that,
nature.
but like this trail here, I mean, that we were on had a few like steep, but there was like a lot of slow, like low rolling things that makes it better for the running. But um, yeah, either one. I mean, like I said, my knees are terrible from the army,
Yeah.
so running on pavement just that the ligaments
Yeah.
just screwed me up, and so I found out running on trails and shit.
Oh yeah, run
And
on
yeah,
the
and they don't.
soil and the ground. That's easier. That makes sense. I see people in my neighborhood not using the sidewalk when they're jogging. I see them in the street. Now, the argument is, I've heard them say it's because the asphalt is a little softer than concrete. It's easier on your knees, easier on your feet. Have you heard that at all?
No, I just call them
No.
dicks. Come
Yeah,
on, motherfucker.
there's
That's
this
a goddamn
couple every
sidewalk right
morning
there.
as I leave for work who consistently do it. They're like the only people that just don't use the
Yeah.
sidewalk at all. But that's what I've heard. The asphalt is a little easier.
I mean,
on your
it'll be
knees.
softer, but I don't think.
I think just over time, they say
Yeah.
it would make a difference. Like the
Yeah.
asphalt's better than concrete. That's what I've heard. I've not put
Yeah.
that theory to the test, but man, my knees take a pound and two. They've been carrying my gut for like 30 years now.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I imagine you would need maybe some specialized shoes if you were running on concrete. Like
Yeah,
I got these extra wide cushions for my job walking on concrete all the time.
oh yeah, that's
I was
tough
talking
on
to
the
this
back
guy
too.
working at Costco. He's worked there like 20 years and he makes a lot of money. They hook people up after a while. But he said, yeah, you need specialized shoes for walking on concrete all day, every day. And
Yeah,
I don't know why I didn't even think about that. Like, yeah, you need to take care of your feet because that helps the knees, that helps the back,
Yeah.
the neck.
that's why when you go through airborne school, I mean it's just running and running and running. It's like 3 week course of you just have to run anywhere. If you're going somewhere, you're running, and that's just
Wow.
it. You get through eating, you run back to the barracks. When you go to eat, you run. I mean, there's actually an off time for it. I mean, it's like around 5 or 6
All right,
o'clock.
break time, start running laps.
Yeah,
They say running's a great way to start your day because after that, your day can't get any worse.
yeah, that's true.
Have you heard that joke?
Yeah,
That's my favorite running jokes.
yeah. I hold on to that when I'm running. I'm like, man, this is the dumbest shit I ever thought of. Don't worry, no. There's plenty of doubt the whole time. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing out here? The middle of the fucking woods.
Middle of the woods, but yeah, I think going through nature would be better than just running down the street
Yeah.
all day, every day, or
Yeah,
all you
no,
do.
there's
Yeah, run through the woods and the trails. I definitely would prefer flat land. But yeah, those hills get me. But that's cool. You see some scenery, feel the cool breeze.
Yeah, like I said, I like that. I don't know. I need to pick it back up. I need to get back to a little bit more intensifying because leading up to it is this rest. And I'm easy to gear down. Like, oh, okay. Well, this whole not going out and running thing is, I'm starting to get used to it. And you're like, oh, watch a little TV.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Gotta get motivated for it.
Yeah, that's the key thing. Keeping that motivation.
The trick to motivate me after work to get on the treadmill is just 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes, that's it.
Yeah.
I still be cracking open a beer before 5 o'clock be good. I'll feel better. But yeah, I just tell myself just 15 minutes. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I power walk a mile in that long a time, and like it's extra easy on the treadmill. You know, it's not like really walking.
That's where a lot of my breaks come. I'll go to like Planet Fitness over there. I'll set it to like 6, 7, somewhere around there, and just.
Nice. I hardly ever go above like 4.3 miles an hour.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, 4 to 4.5. I'll keep it in there and just.
Yeah, my treadmill's upstairs, so if I like run on it, it's just like doosh, 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 doosh. Yeah, I can't run on that shit. But when did you start all this again? Like you started running and doing long distances?
November.
November. Okay.
Around Thanksgiving, actually. I went to Thanksgiving with my sisters. They live out in this house. It's in this pecan orchard.
Pecan.
Yeah. And it's huge. And I was talking to her, and I was like, you know what? And I don't know, she said something, and I was like, you know what? I'm damn. I'm gonna start. So I went out like Thanksgiving morning and ran like 6 miles. And
so you went through like the whole pecan farm.
Yeah.
Nice. So like you got started out in nature, and you're like enjoyed the scenery. Okay. That does seem like it would make it better, more rewarding. Just out in the fresh air, nice scenery, seeing new stuff.
Yeah, I like to go there. I mean, there's plenty of like trails around the house too. So, like I said, it's cool. It's fun being out there. Like I said, you don't.
Have you lost any weight at all?
Well, since Thanksgiving, I was right about 248, and this morning I was 226.
Dang.
Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, so I've been trying to limit my intake too, but
you don't smoke, do you?
Mm-mm.
Okay, good. Yeah, I imagine so. You can't really do that shit when you smoke. You hear of this Chinese guy who did like what's a 3.28 marathon?
That's a 5K.
Okay, I heard this Chinese guy did a 3.28 marathon while chain smoking the entire way. You probably set a record, but like no one else has done that before. And I'm like, wow, it's that easy, people.
All right, Chinaman. Is that the right? Anyway, dude, I'm coming for your record. I would chain smoke the whole 30 miles.
Shit.
Actually, you know what's funny is the fastest I've ever run when I was over in Iraq. And me and my brother were just working out all the time. That's really all you can do. You're doing your PT in the morning, then you go to the gym in the evening.
I imagine so.
And we were working out, and so part of the PT test that you do is how fast can you run 2 miles. So it's push up, sit up, 2 mile run. And my fastest time was 12 minutes, 12 seconds.
Damn.
And I was smoking when they blew the whistle and threw that shit out.
Nice.
And then when I got back, I was like, they went up. I mean, it was.
So you're just smoking.
Back to.
You went without the cigarette for the run. You need the cigarette afterwards. I bet that cigarette after the run was very, very
that
rewarding.
heart was pumping so damn fast. As soon as you hit it, you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's happened to me before. I don't smoke, but I've hit the hookah before, and I just straight up get paralyzed for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool, but yeah, I just never got into smoking either. I definitely would not be able to run any marathons.
Yeah.
But that's great, man. You starting a new thing, like getting a healthy hobby is always good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to get my ass out there more. I need to lose some weight.
Yeah, come on out with me, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you ain't gotta go for a run down the hill.
I'll have to drive myself. So like, I was like, all right, I'm out.
Yeah.
While you go run the other 10 miles. It's like, all right, I did the 2 miles here. I'm gonna leave before I die. Yeah, man, that's great, dude.
No, I mean, there's a couple of other shorter ones. Like I said, I mean, there's one like it's like a 3-mile loop or something. So,
Okay.
yeah, usually about once a week I try to do maybe at least like 10 miles or something like that. But the rest of the time, yeah, just if it's a good 3 mile or just an hour walking back and forth down the street, then.
Do you usually go like first thing in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never thought I would.
Do you,
never thought I would do that, but yeah, I'll get up about like Saturdays, Sundays. I try to take advantage of both days.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll get up about 6:30. They'll usually open at like 7. So I get out there between 7 8 o'clock and.
Do you like eat any breakfast first, or just drink some water?
Yeah, I do. Well, I take a pre-workout just to get blood flowing, ready. Then take waters. Actually, what's funny is I take like little candy bars, like little Snickers, little and Butterfingers, Kit Kats, and shit like that because
blood sugar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've had to learn. The guy was like, "Man," I said, "Yeah, I did like 9 miles, and my legs are shaking and everything, and the next morning just almost dead." He said, "Know what you got to do?" Because I took that was like 2 or something hours, and in my first time trying to attempt to do 10 miles since I've been training. Like, actually went out there to put the mileage in. Oh yeah, my shit was shaking like this. But then I was talking to the guy, and he was a friend. He said, "No, you need to take these little candy bars because after about an hour," he said, your body's run out of its natural blood sugar or your sugar."
Yeah.
And he said, "What you got to do is once you hit, I mean, you can start eating them earlier because the replenishment, definitely once you get about an hour and start getting past that, you need to start replacing your sugars because if not, your body's going to look at the muscles. It starts drawing shit from the muscles.
Yeah.
I mean, the muscles have water, sugar.
Yeah, you don't want to deteriorate those. You want to build those.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bring some candy bars.
Yeah, they got little snacks too. Like at Walmart, I'll go to Walmart and they got these little mini waffles like this that have honey in them. So the honey for the sugar and like the B vitamins. So, like I said, a lot of times, like once you get past, you have to stop, eat a Snickers bar or something. And like I said, I did it this race. Kept eating about every 20-30 minutes.
Okay.
And
so what's your candy bar of choice?
Yeah, Snickers.
Nice.
I'm a Snickers fan.
Yeah, I don't really like the Butterfingers.
Yeah, too crunchy. And the shit breaks down. I mean, you step out of the car looking like a fucking miserable bastard. Yeah, here.
You sure don't look like you just went running. You look like you've been eating candy bars. But that makes sense. I wouldn't think they'd bring like candy bars. The runners bring candy bars with them. But yeah, that's probably a good idea. Because, yeah, I felt that too, like the low blood sugar. It sucks.
Like I said, it's going to draw it from wherever it can to keep you alive, like I said. And like I said, after this one, I mean, my legs were... I definitely got training to do before doing another one. But, like, the rest of that night, I mean, I was like, my face was red. And my legs, I mean, I was like, this. But then the next morning, I mean, it started going through like the natural soreness, like you worked out too much or something.
Yeah, I imagine.
But yeah, the effect that I felt that first time, I didn't feel it. So eating the stuff, and
Well,
I
that's
mean,
good.
actually, yeah, it really helped. So I mean, just things I'm learning about training up for it. I say he's got me now starting to watch like videos about people that have done it, because he said, "Well, what about this? What are you doing for this?" I said, "I don't know, man." I said, literally, my plan was to put on some shoes and just take off. No pre-planning. Just go disappear.
Just maybe bring some water with you.
Yeah, just be seized up in the woods somewhere. I was like, you know what? I didn't think about that. So, yeah, there's a lot of...
I guess that's why Gatorade and stuff has so much sugar, but really, you need to be working out. Like, have one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But, have you ever run any race?
Nah, man.
No.
Not since, like school and PE class and shit.
Oh, okay.
I was never a fast runner anyway, even before I gained weight.
Yeah.
I was more into like hand-eye coordination stuff, like basketball and baseball.
Yeah. You
But
played
still
that?
was always slow.
I mean, if you got a good shot, I mean, as long as you got the dead on, like,
Practice.
then I mean, yeah, you can be a little slow.
So, is there like a specific goal you're trying to meet? Are you doing a next marathon that's even longer or anything?
Yeah, so I found one in May 18th. That's another one. The one I went to this weekend was a 50K and 25K, which is basically the 15 mile, and then the 25 just did it again.
Gotcha.
Which is going to be the same thing for the one I looked up, which is 2 months from now, April, May. It'd be double my distance. But there's over in Winder, I guess they're having one in May. That's a 25 and 50. But over there, it's a lot flatter.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The hills aren't so bad over there.
Yeah, so I'm like, well, that might be the best one. And they have cutoff times, too. This one has a 10-hour cutoff. So
what does that mean?
That means if you don't make it in this amount of time, you're like DNF, did not finish.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't just like wait for everyone to finish, even
No,
if it's
you gotta make
even
it.
if there's like one person straggling behind.
Yeah.
And everyone's been waiting.
So the 30 mile one is going to be a 10-hour cutoff.
Okay.
And I'm going to be, I would be pushing right up on the edge of that, but yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's not as hilly, so I was like, well, this may be in 10 hours is pretty decent. Some of them are, well, shorten it up to make it. You have to be.
Yeah, 10
for
hours
faster runners.
That's a long haul, man.
Yeah. But you're able to go, the average speed is 3 miles an hour if you were going to push it all the way. So if you can maintain 3.5 to 4 on a flatter area, then you should be.
See, I could do that maybe 2 or 3 miles, but damn.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lot, man. Seriously, go ahead.
But you were talking about the goal. That's just one that's coming up that would force me to. I would be able to build on what I did now, but I'm not really sure what the ultimate goal is. I think I want to do like 100-miler.
Wow.
And I think if you get that distance, then you can do longer ones, shorter ones, and then you.
100 freaking miles.
Yeah.
How long would that be? Is that like a 24-hour marathon or some shit?
Well, I think a lot of them are.
Actually,
No, I think it'd be 36-hour cutoff. Maybe I had to look up. A 50-miler is a 24-hour cutoff. So maybe a 2-day.
Damn. That's a whole nother level, man. That's a whole nother level. Okay. Well, I applaud you, and I admire your motivation. I will use your motivation to inspire me to get my ass on the treadmill more. Give me the motivation, the willpower. Yeah. Well, we're all running, aren't we? We're all running to our goals. Well, thus concludes this latest installment of I Was Just Thinking. Y'all have a good one out there.
Hell yeah. Don't forget, if you're still watching, subscribe. Jimmy needs coffee.
Yeah, he needs to stay hydrated.
Sorry,
he needs his coffee too, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Peace.